Today, we're going to have a little meditation lesson. Very simple. A simple lesson on meditation today. It is said that all you need to be a good meditator is patience. And there are many forms of meditation. All require patience. The simplest form, there's many simple forms, but one of the simpler forms is mantra-based meditation. And it requires a seat. The first thing you get is a comfortable seat. So if you can find a seat, and if you can sit like this, fine. But if you want to sit in a chair, that's fine. But the goal is to sit straight as much as we can, but we must be fully comfortable and prepared to sit for a length of time. So we sit, we're patient, and we repeat a mantra. I'll leave that to Kimberly to teach the class, but I want you to know that you don't need anything to meditate, and that anybody can meditate. Again, the only thing you need is patience. And you just need an unwavering commitment to come back over and over to your mantra. In this case, a mantra-based meditation is what we're going to teach you. Right? So Kimberly going to ask you to sit comfortably, which I am doing. Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
And you take over.
So find that comfortable seat that Russell was talking about, and maybe it's sitting in a chair, maybe you're sitting on the couch and you're lengthening the spine. Maybe for some of you, you're at work and you're just taking a moment for you, sitting up in your chair at your desk. And then if you can, just take a moment to look around your space, to notice your surroundings. And then if it feels okay, close down the eyes. Yeah, if it doesn't feel okay to close down the eyes, you can soften the gaze, or maybe take the gaze down towards the floor. And just a moment now to land in your body wherever you are. And let's take a deep inhale through the nose and an exhale out of the mouth. Letting the breath go, feeling tension leave the body. And keeping the eyes closed, bringing your awareness to what is connected to the earth, or what is connected to your seat. Perhaps you feel your feet grounding into the earth. Perhaps you can feel your knees. Maybe your hips start to sink into a cushion. Wherever you are, just noticing the lower half of your body. Bring your awareness from the hips down. And see if you can start to imagine that everything is grounding down, like the legs are becoming heavy and solid. There's a sense of stability in your foundation. And now bringing your awareness to your lower back, see if you can start to lengthen the spine. So taking your gaze all the way up your spine as you gently lift up through the spine. Keep lifting up through the back of the neck. Keep lifting through the top of the crown. And then once you get here, soften the shoulders, soften the face, soften your skin. And then find that place to be still. And our focus, our internal mantra today is Ram, mantra-focused meditation. So with the mind's eye, repeating the mantra Ram, 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 and feeling the vibration of these words in your mind. Perhaps noticing if the mind is quite active today, that's okay, just bring it back to that mantra. It may take a moment for you to settle, to arrive. And we're using this focus of mantra to give our mind something to focus on, but also to bring us into the present moment. And see if you can take the internal drishti, that internal gaze, in between the eyebrows. And this place also known as the third eye. And stay with the vibration. If you lose it, just gently come back. And it's okay if the mind is quite active in this moment. Just being curious and gentle with where you are. Noticing the thoughts come and go. And bringing your awareness back to the mantra Ram. Ram. Be curious of what is arising inside of you.
If a thought is pressing, or if you want to scratch, it's okay. If a thought is pressing and you want to think it through, it's okay. Gently come back. The practice of yoga is about remembering to remember. We will forget our mantra, but gently come back when we're ready. No pressure, just ease.
As you continue to repeat this mantra inside of you, can you feel the vibration? Can you feel the sounds, the rum, as it moves through your whole body? Settling the mind, connecting to your heart, opening your heart. And just feeling the power of this vibrational sound. And keep coming back to the mantra. If the mind is drifting, that's okay. Just bring it back to the rum. Rum. And this is a practice. This practice of being still, practice of calming the mind. And each time is different. Each time that we sit and go inside. So be kind, be gentle with whatever is arising for you right now. As you stay with this internal mantra of Ram, perhaps having moments of peace, perhaps connecting to the stillness inside of you.
Your mind is like a monkey bouncing around in a cage. Let it bounce. When the nervous system calms, the mind will calm. But just let your body ease into this. Mind will follow. You may have a moment of calm. And then you'll think, oh my God, I'm meditating. Then the mind will bounce around some more. And then it will settle even more. So expect nothing and be at ease. Present.
When you feel ready, slowly start to come back to the body. Perhaps starting to deepen your breath, taking your time to come back into the space that you are in. And letting go of the mantra. And when it feels right for you, gently opening up the eyes. And as you come back into your body, into your space, perhaps looking around you again and noticing what's different. This new set of eyes.
Notice how the mind is bouncing around and then starts to settle and bounces around some more. And when it's time to come out, your mind wants to delve deeper. Its natural state is calm. The watcher is here, present, and awake. All happiness stems from the watcher, the present mind. The fluctuations of the mind are the cause of suffering. And the quiet mind, where we see God in all things, are the cause of happiness. So accept a little calmness.
Remember, this is always available to you wherever you are. Any time of the day, any time of the night that you want to take a moment to be still, to ground, to connect to your truth. This is all you have to do, is close down the eyes.
The Maharishi, who is the most popular purveyor of mantra-based meditation. You may have heard of the David Lynch Foundation. And lots of students all around the country of America and around the world actually are taught mantra-based meditation. Anyway, the Maharishi Yogi said two things. When the mind is still, the universe unravels. But the second thing he said that you should do this 20 minutes a day, 2 times a day. Third thing he said, if you don't have 20 minutes, you need 2 hours. You must let your mind settle and reboot every day. This is the way to see, is of all the 8 limbs of yoga, meditation is the one thing that is most used and is preferred by most as the best way to settle the mind. The settled mind is, again, the cause of all happiness. The fluctuating mind is the cause of all suffering. So, use this tool as one of the many ways that you can settle the mind.
Thank you for sitting with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Namaste,
Namaste.
which means the God in me acknowledges the goddess in you. And in Buddha Sri Satguru Bhagavan Ki means victory to the highest self, the greatest teacher.
Jai.
So, to know the self is to know God. Meditation is a tool to help us dig, uncover the layers, and move towards God. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now who's going to get up and turn it off? Should we back it up? We're going to practice, right? Let's back the camera up and practice.
Let's practice.
You want to do that hard vinyasa practice today?
Yeah.
Or just push the camera back?
Let's do it.
Can they see us?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. All right, we're going to do that hard practice?
Yeah.
Ah,
Let's
You-
do it.
okay.
Let's do it.
Let's make it, well, we can't make it short, but it is a set sequence.
Use a set sequence.
Okay. Get into Tadasana, mountain pose, right?
Mm-hmm. Top of the mat. And you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hands to breath. And let's begin with the chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, followed by Om. Inhale.
Oh, Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
Take a moment to set your intention for this practice. Gratitude for our bodies, our breaths, for being here. When you're ready, open up the eyes. Let's inhale as we reach the arms all the way up. And exhale to fold down, bow down. Moving with breath, inhale to flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, step into high plank. Shoulders over wrists, bring the knees down. Chin and chest, keep the booty up high. Hug the elbows in, and now slide onto the belly. Tops of the toes down, open up for cobra. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Every day is a different day. Check into the body and how it feels in this moment. Turning on Ujjayi breath, so inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Lift the heels up and the knees. Let's bring it to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, to stand up, to reach up. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart as we land. Release the hands by your side. Let's do that again. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale to fold down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands go down, step back to high plank. You got the option to do the knees, chin and chest, or lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll over the tops of the toes into Urdhva Mukha. And then exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Let's take 2 breaths here, feet and hip distance apart. So you can really spread the fingers nice and wide, connect to the earth. Deep inhale. And then exhale out of the mouth. Another breath, inhale. And exhale. Now let's lift the heels, bend the knees, bring it back to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale into chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, stay here, soften the shoulders, maybe the gaze is up. Navel in and up, inhale. Let's exhale to fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank, lower down your way, knees, chin and chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, come back, downward facing dog. Let's take the right leg to the sky, inhale. Right knee to nose, bring it in, round through the back, step the right foot forward, left knee down. Let's hook the thumbs, inhale, come up. And exhale, stay here. So coming into a variation of Anjaneyasana. Shoulders down the back, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands forward, tuck the back toes under, plant the left hand, reach the right arm to the sky. Gentle twist. Inhale here. Exhale, release, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pause here. Reset. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, let the breath move the body. Step it forward, right knee down. Hook the thumbs and take it up, inhale. Exhale. Shoulders down the back, inhale. Exhale, release, hands down. Tuck the back toes under, go for that gentle twist. Left arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, release, hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, bring it to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to chair pose, bend the knees back to Utkatasana. Exhale, stay here. So finding our rhythm with our breath. Inhale. Exhale, maybe we're starting to sweat. Maybe you're starting to sweat, I am. Inhale. Exhale to fold, take it to the earth. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step it back. High plank, lower down vinyasa your way, chaturanga or knees, chin and chest. Inhale to open up the heart. Exhale to take the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right foot steps forward, bring the back heel down for warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, stay here. Slide the right hip back. Maybe gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Stanasana. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Left foot steps forward. Back heel down, warrior one. Exhale, stay here. Inhale. Exhale, release, hands down. Step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga or knees, chin and chest. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. There's always variations that can be done throughout this practice. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Let's take the right leg to the sky. Inhale. Knee to nose, round, curl it in. Inhale, right leg, breathe it back. Right knee, right tricep, shift the weight forward, get it high. Inhale, right leg, take it back. Right knee comes over to the left tricep, feel that twist. Inhale, right leg, breathe it back. Right foot comes forward, bring the back heel down, windmill the hands to warrior two. Exhale, stay here. So bend through the front knee, reach the arms opposite directions. Right elbow down, left arm forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. So push through that back heel. Inhale. Let's exhale, come back. Warrior two, straighten the front leg. Maybe you want to step the back foot in as we move to triangle pose. Hips go back, right arm reaches forward and down. Trikonasana, left arm to the sky. Steady breath. Inhale, come back, bend the front knee. Right palm flips open. Inhale, let's reverse the warrior. Windmill the hands down as you raise the back heel, step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga or knees, chin and chest. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, left leg, breathe it back. Left knee, left tricep, nice and high. Weight shifts forward. Inhale, left leg, take it back. Left knee over to the right tricep. Inhale, left leg, breathe it back. Left foot steps forward. Ground the back heel, warrior two. Open up. Exhale, stay here. Bend through the front knee. Slide the shoulders down the back. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right up forward. Extended warrior. Keep pushing through the back foot. Slide the right shoulder away from the inner ear. Inhale. Exhale. And stand it up. Back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Maybe step the back foot in. Trikonasana. Left arm forward and down. Right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Staying with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's get strong through the legs as we stand up. Bend the front knee. Flip the left palm open. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Windmill the hands down, step it back. High plank, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chin and chest. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. We're going to do that again. Knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, right leg, take it back. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale, right leg with the breath, breathe it back, take it over to the left tricep. Inhale, right leg, breathe it back, right foot forward, back heel down, warrior two, inhale. Exhale, straight to extended warrior, right elbow down, left arm forward. Every breath has a movement. Inhale, back to warrior two, straighten the front leg, Trikonasana, right arm forward, reach, 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 bring it down, left arm to the sky. One breath, inhale. Exhale, bring it back, warrior two. Take a moment here. Right palm flips open. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Windmill the hands down, step it back. You can skip the vinyasa. You can bring the knees down. You can take it your way. This is your practice. This is not a perfect. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, left leg, reach it back. Left knee, left tricep, shift the weight forward. Inhale, left leg, take it back. Left knee over to the right tricep. Inhale, left leg, breathe it back. Left foot steps lightly, top of the mat. Back heel down, warrior two. Exhale, stay here, extended warrior. Left elbow down, right arm forward. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, stand it up, in the front knee. Left palm flips open, reverse. And windmill the hands down, bring it down. High plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to do that one more time each side. Before we go there, inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Reset the body. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, right leg, take it back. Right knee, right tricep, shift the weight forward. Inhale, right leg, breathe it back. Right knee over to the left tricep. Inhale, right leg, take it all the way back, step it forward. Back heel down, warrior two. Bring it forward, extended warrior, straight into extended warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. Right arm forward and down, left arm to the sky. Let's bend the front knee, come back, warrior two, flip the right palm open, inhale, reverse. Windmill the hands down, raise the back heel, lower down. Vinyasa your way, open up the heart. Exhale to take it back. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, left leg, take it back. Left knee, left tricep, shift the weight forward. Inhale, left leg with the breath, breathe it back. Take it over to the right tricep. Inhale, left leg back. Downward facing dog. Let's inhale, come forward to a high plank. Bring the right hand to the middle of the mat as we come into Vashisthasana. Left arm to the sky. So you can either bring the right knee down, you can come into a supported side plank.
Maybe you want to play with floating the left leg up. Maybe the legs are stacked. Take a moment to draw the navel in and up. Stay strong through the right arm. Keep reaching the left arm up. Finding balance, stacking our bones, creating strength. Bring it down. Let's come to the other side. Left hand down. These mats are pretty slippery today. Right arm to the sky. Steady breath. Release, right hand down. Let's bring the forearms down. Come into forearm plank. Tuck the back toes under. You got the option to bring the knees down if you need to. Otherwise, slide the shoulders away from the inner ears. Keep pushing through the back heel. Relax the head, navel in and up. Walk the feet in. Come into dolphin pose. So we're stretching through the back. Opening up the body, strengthening triceps, strengthening shoulders, knees to the earth, child's pose. Take a moment to let it go. Bring the head down, hands can be by the hips. Steady, calm breath. Using your breath to calm the body. And then release. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees. We're going to jump through to your seat. So we're going to come into Navasana now. You got the option to come into Ardha Navasana, so knees can be bent, legs can be straight, hands can be out. Inhale to low boat, working the core, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, last one, inhale, exhale, bring it up, cross the feet, bring the hands down. You can either step or jump back, move through a vinyasa. Or you can skip it and meet us in downward facing dog. So good, you guys. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Right foot steps forward. Keep the back heel up, inhale to rise up. Exhale to stay here. So we're in a high crescent shape. Bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart. Keep pushing through the back heel. We're going to tip the weight forward as we move into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So keep pushing through the left leg back. Hands are in a prayer by the chest. Lengthen through the crown of the head forward. Inhale. So good. Exhale, stand up. See if you can hug the left knee into the chest. Standing. And then maybe you want to side, left leg to the sky. Inhale. Left foot forward, back heel up. Runner's lunge, inhale to rise up, high crescent. And exhale, hands to prayer. Just take a moment to settle into your foundation, to your legs. We're going to tip the body forward as we float into Warrior 3. Hands are in a prayer, keep pushing the right leg back. Steady breath. And then slowly standing the right knee into the chest. See if you can not let that right foot touch. Hug it in. And then let's go into tree. Tree pose. Hands can be down. Hands can be in a prayer. Maybe you want to reach the prayer all the way up. Steady breath. And let's bring the prayer in front of the heart. Bring the right knee back into the chest. Slowly tip the body forward to Warrior 3. And then bring the hands down. Hands to the earth. Inhale, reach the leg all the way up. Exhale, Shiva squat, squat down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl it in. Last one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Let's come to the other side. Left hand down, ground through both sit bones. Draw the navel in and up. Reach the right arm up. And then exhale, take your twist. There's so many variations here. Maybe the right elbows to the outside of the left knee. Maybe you're hugging the left knee in. Finding your twist. And gently release. Come forward. Hands forward. Tuck the back toes under. Inhale back to standing splits. Right leg to the sky. Exhale. Right foot to the middle of the mat. Let's get strong through the legs. Stand up. Inhale. And exhale. So reset yourself. Left hand, left hip. Take the right arm up. Inhale.
And then exhale as you start to lean forward, slide the left hip back. The right hand comes down, maybe on top of the left foot, maybe to the outside of the left foot. Left arm reaches up. And release. Hands down, left foot goes back to downward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. And our right foot steps to the outside of the right hand, come into lizard. So you get the option to keep the back knee up, or maybe you want to bring the back knee down to the earth. Maybe you want to stay up on the hands, or maybe you want to come down onto the forearms. See if you can hug the right knee into the right tricep. Soften the face, deepen the breath.
Soften the face.
Maybe even smile.
Smile. I was just thinking strangle you.
Okay,
And then
just think
then
that.
you said that. That's so nice.
You can think that.
This is pretty tough.
It's all good. Steady breath. So finding peace
Again,
even when
there's
it gets
always
challenging.
an alternative.
There's always an alternative.
There's always a pose. And we'll teach you in the app the easy, because everyone can do yoga from a wheelchair, from a hospital bed.
Pigeon pose.
In fact, everyone in a wheelchair and a hospital bed, and everyone who's heavy or anyone will get the same benefit from yoga as Kimberly.
As all of us.
No, it's Kimberly. Kimberly's a show off.
Oh my goodness.
She's quite capable. She can do she won't even show you. But that's nice. It's the idea is to create a challenge so we can smile in difficult challenges.
Yeah.
So that's the
is
idea.
to find peace, to use our bodies and put ourselves in these uncomfortable and somewhat challenging shapes and finding peace, staying connected to the breath, calming the mind. And these are all tools that we can use off the mat and in our life.
When we get off the mat, we have to smile in difficult poses.
Smile in life. When you're ready, walk the hands in, lift the torso up. You're going to tuck the back toes under. Get ready for it. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And bend the knee, open up the hip.
Other side.
Let's straighten the leg, bring it down, and let's bring it to the other side. Inhale, left leg. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And now slowly left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. Coming back to that lizard shape. Maybe the right knee comes down. Maybe you want to stay upright. Maybe you want to come all the way down to the forearms. Again, noticing how this side of your body may feel different.
Not nearly as flexible on this side.
You're not?
No. But in time, it opens up. I haven't done this sequence a lot.
No.
This sequence is like a dance. We know where we're going. The more we do it, the more we recognize pose for pose. It's all at first intuitive for yogis, and then it becomes a dance. We know exactly where we're going. We're working 14 parts of the body, and we're perfecting each pose. The funny thing is no one ever gets a pose right unless they become enlightened.
Pigeon pose. Where are you going? Left
Said
foot.
that if you get one pose right, you turn to a ball of light.
I'm not there yet. So the left foot's going to go
You're
over
a
to
ball
the
of
right
light,
side.
Kimberly. I can see it.
I'm not.
You're glowing.
I'm still here. Pigeon pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When one gets the perfect pose, when the breath is in and out at the same rate, when the mind is wholly focused on God, and when all the bricks are aligned in the body, then the asana brings enlightenment. The pose, the seat. Each pose is a seat. Asana practice. And when the forearm pose becomes the perfect seat, when all the bricks are aligned, the breath is perfect order, the mind is on God, bam! You become like Kimberly.
I don't know about that.
What's our next pose? I
Let's
forget.
tuck the back toes under. We're going to take the left leg back.
goodness.
Three-legged dog.
Cross
Bend the knee. Open up the hip. Come on. Keep up. Straighten the left leg. Bring it down. We're going to bring it down to the earth, but first we're going to inhale, come forward to a high plank. Take a moment to pause. Don't be in a rush. Start to lower down for 5. You can bring the knees down if you need to. 4. Nice. 3, 2,
1. That was so good. Release. Bring the hands by the hips. You can shake out the hips if you need to. Palms face up. Bring the forehead down to the mat. And then inhale, lift into Shalabhasana. Lift the chest, lift the arms back, lift the legs up. Shoulders down the back. Inhale here. Exhale. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Maybe turn the head to the other side. You can shake out the hips again. And bring the forehead back onto the mat. Bend the knees. Come into Dhanurasana. So grabbing a hold of the ankles, maybe the outside edges of the feet. Bring the knees together. Inhale into bow pose. Chest is open. Keep kicking back. Inhale. Exhale. Still here. Another breath. Exhale, release. So strengthening the spine. Strengthening the spine. Turn the head to the other side. Shake out the hips. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Push all the way up. And we're going to come to the top of the mat. Coming into hero pose. So bringing the knees together. Feet to either side of the hips. Maybe you want to stay sitting on a cushion. Maybe you want to stay sitting upright, keeping the spine long.
Most people need at least a block.
Maybe 2 even.
People don't understand the pose. Let me say, this pose, it's a back bend in its full expression. But in its first incarnation, we're stopping the circulation. And when the body longs for it, and then we open up, and the blood races through the knees, reinvigorating the knees. And I said this in another class, but people swear they say in 2 minutes, 90% of your blood rushes to the top of your body. That's why they say the headstand is the king of all poses, and the shoulder stand, which Kimberly is going to show you. You going to show them the shoulder stand, Kimberly?
Sure. You're going to go into the shoulder
She's the queen of all poses.
You bring your hands to the lower back, to the sacrum. Take the legs up. It's really important that you keep the gaze up at your feet. You want to keep the neck nice and safe in this pose, so don't be looking around. Don't worry about the screen. Just look up at your feet. Keep pushing through the heels, get that line of energy all the way up and down. Maybe the hands start to walk down the back.
It all works, but the headstand, king of all poses, shoulder stand, queen of all poses. Because this reversal, the blood flow, very good for you for many, many reasons. Also, some yogis say that being upside down can turn around a bad attitude. Right? Happiness comes if you're sad, if you go upside down.
I think it can definitely shift your mood. So when you're ready, slowly come down. For those of you that went to shoulder stand, take your legs behind you. Pause for a moment in Halasana, flower pose. And then slowly come onto your back. If you've got a cushion or a block underneath your back, you can just remove it, lift the hips up. We're going to bring the feet down, knees up, and go to Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So feet down, knees up, bring the hands down to the earth. Again, keep the gaze up. Inhale to lift the hips up.
Block
And
is
then
also
exhale,
useful
sacrum. You can
here.
also use a block. You can rest your sacrum on a block if you like. A bit more of a restorative bridge pose.
This back burn is very good.
And slowly start to lower all the way down, just the upper back, then the middle back, and then the lower back. So just taking a moment to feel the whole length of your spine rested into the earth. And then we're going to do that one more time. So you've got the option to do the bridge pose that we just did. You can go on a block, or you can come into wheel pose, which is Urdhva Dhanurasana. So if you feel like you want to go into a deeper back bend, hands by the ears. You're going to inhale, come onto the top of your crown, and then exhale here. And then inhale to push into wheel pose. Pushing evenly between the hands and the feet, lifting the hips up, opening up the chest. staying with the breath wherever you are, whatever variation you're in. And then slowly bringing it down. For those of you who like to wheel, tuck the chin to the chest, lower the upper back, and then the middle, then the lower back. I'm going to hug the knees into the chest now, so coming off a block, if you're on the block, hug the knees all the way in. And that's happy baby pose, grab a hold of the outside edges of the feet, get the feet to the sky, sacrum comes all the way down on the mat if you can. Round the whole spine, shoulders down the back. And now let's go into a twist, so bring the knees together, take the knees to the right side, and the gaze to the left. Using your core muscle, inhale, lift the knees all the way up through the center and bring it to the other side. Gentle twist to the other side, and the head to the right, maybe close down the eyes. And come all the way back onto your back, soles of the feet together, knees out wide, just for a moment in Supta Baddha Konasana. And now let's extend the legs into final Shavasana, final resting pose, corpse pose. So let the body sink deeper and deeper. If you feel like you need space in the shoulders, slide the shoulders down the back. Turn the toes out, palms face up, close down the eyes. And letting go of your practice, letting go of your efforts, letting go of your breath. Allowing these next few moments for your body to digest the practice, to digest the benefits of this yoga asana practice.
So the yogis refer to this pose as corpse pose, dead body pose. And they talk of being reborn. The enlightened yogi is reborn at every second. She or he is never burdened by the past or the future. She is forever present. But most of us carry baggage and anxiety about the future. So here's a chance to let go some of the baggage and the anxiety. Many practitioners use corpse pose to single out something that doesn't serve them. Something that is holding them back in their quest for stillness and God's consciousness. They identify that thing and they seek to leave it on the mat behind them as they wake up, born again from their practice. Bring your knees into your chest. And roll over to your right side. Think about something that's not serving you. When you know what that is, come into a seated position. Back to where we began. Born again.
Coming back to that internal mantra of Ram. Like we did at the beginning of this practice, taking a moment to come back to meditation just for a few moments. Perhaps it's easier for the mind to be still now that the body is warm and open. And staying with that mantra, the Ram. Internally feeling the vibration wash over your whole body. When you're ready, bring the hands to prayer in front of your heart. A moment to acknowledge your practice, to acknowledge your presence. A moment of gratitude for taking the time for you, whether you sat and meditated or whether you moved your body with us. A moment of gratitude for taking the time to connect to yourself. Om Bolo Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste.
Sri 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 Mahadevi Ki. Thank you, Kimberly.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.